Last night, while you were asleep, your kidneys filtered over 150 liters of blood. You didn't do anything, you just laid there, and they just kept working. But here's what nobody talks about. By the time your alarm goes off, they're basically running on fumes. No water for 7, 8, maybe 9 hours. Waste is piling up. Filtration is sluggish. And the very first thing you drink either helps them catch up or digs the hole deeper for the rest of the day. 4 drinks. Actual published research. No supplements, no powders, no affiliate links. Let's go. Drink 1. Warm water. Yeah, I know, boring. Stay with me, because the timing here is where it gets interesting. Your kidneys have over 1 million tiny filtration units called nephrons. After a full night with zero fluid intake, the waste in your blood gets more concentrated. And when that happens, the nephrons slow down. Not a little, significantly. That's not me editorializing, that's what they found when they directly measured glomerular filtration rate. Basically the clinical speedometer for how fast your kidneys are cleaning your blood. In low hydration versus well-hydrated states. And here's the part no one tells you about what happens overnight hormonally. When your fluid levels drop, your kidneys release an enzyme called renin. Renin tells your body to hold on to sodium and water. That raises blood pressure. And chronically elevated blood pressure? That's one of the 2 leading causes of kidney failure worldwide. It's happening in your sleep, quietly, every single night. Now here's where it gets specific, and this finding actually surprised me when I dug into it. A large Canadian study tracked kidney health over 6 years. Higher urine volume consistently predicted slower kidney decline. Fine, makes sense. But when the researchers broke it down by beverage type, coffee, juice, everything, the kidney protective effect only showed up for plain water. Not other fluids, just water. There's also a review published in the American Journal of Nephrology that points to the reason. Plain water lowers something called vasopressin, a stress hormone your kidneys pump out when they're dehydrated. Chronically high vasopressin is directly linked to kidney tissue breaking down over time. Why warm specifically? Cold water first thing causes mild vascular constriction and honestly just hits wrong on an empty stomach. Warm absorbs faster, less shock to the system when it's barely awake. The dose? 400 to 500 milliliters, first thing, before coffee, before your phone, before anything. And here's your daily report card. Look at your urine color within the first hour of waking. Pale yellow means your kidneys have what they need. Dark yellow means they're struggling. That's it. That's the whole test. Drink 2. Warm lemon water. Not lemon flavored, not lemon drops. Fresh lemon, squeezed, into warm water. The difference matters because of one specific compound most people have never heard of. Citrate. Citrate is your kidney's natural defense against the most common type of kidney stone. It literally binds to calcium particles in your urine and stops them from crystallizing. Your body makes some on its own, but overnight during dehydration, your citrate levels drop. And that's when your risk quietly climbs. Researchers at Duke's Kidney Stone Center studied patients with dangerously low urinary citrate. They put them on lemonade therapy, concentrated lemon juice in water, daily. 10 out of 11 patients showed significantly increased citrate levels. The stone formation rate dropped from 1.00 stones per patient per year to 0.13. That's an 87% reduction from lemon water. Think about that for a second. A separate University of Wisconsin study followed 63 patients and found urinary citrate increased by up to 203 milligrams per day, and total urine volume went up by 763 milliliters. Both of those numbers directly reduce stone risk and keep filtration running cleaner. And here's why lemon specifically, not orange, not grapefruit. Lemon contains nearly 5 times the citric acid concentration of orange juice. It's not even close. A 2025 meta-analysis confirmed it. Lemon juice consistently raised urinary citrate without raising calcium or oxalate. It blocks risk without creating new risk. Half a fresh lemon in 300 to 400 milliliters of warm water, morning, empty stomach. Use a straw. Citric acid is gentle, but daily exposure adds up on your enamel over time. And honestly, that's a small fix for what you're getting in return. One flag. If you've had oxalate-based kidney stones specifically, run this by your doctor first before making it a daily habit. Drink 3. Unsweetened green tea. This one isn't about hydration. This is about what's happening inside the kidney cells themselves. Your kidneys are metabolically some of the most active tissue in your body, which means they're constantly taking on oxidative stress. Reactive oxygen species building up in the cells, slowly degrading nephron tissue over years. That oxidative damage is one of the primary mechanisms driving chronic kidney disease progression, and most people are doing absolutely nothing about it. Green tea contains a compound called EGCG, epigallocatechin 3-gallate. I know, the name is terrible. The research is not. Published findings put EGCG at 25 times more potent than vitamin E and 100 times more potent than vitamin C as an antioxidant. And it doesn't just neutralize damage passively, it activates a cellular pathway called NRF2, which triggers your kidney's own internal antioxidant enzymes. It's essentially flipping on your body's built-in defense system inside the renal tissue itself. A review in Frontiers in Immunology mapped EGCG's protective effects across multiple kidney disease categories: acute kidney injury, chronic kidney disease, diabetic nephropathy, glomerulonephritis. Across all of them, the same mechanisms kept showing up: antioxidation, anti-inflammation. A randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial in diabetic kidney disease patients found measurable improvement in kidney function markers after green tea extract supplementation. And here's an angle I hadn't considered before. A study in Nutrients found green tea actually reduces urinary oxalate excretion, which means it's also working on the stone prevention side. And with only around 25 milligrams of caffeine per cup, it doesn't stress your kidneys the way high caffeine drinks do. Here's where most people wreck it though. Sugar. Adding sugar to your morning green tea is working directly against the reason you're drinking it. Research from the National Kidney Foundation links more than one sugar-sweetened drink per day to increased kidney disease risk. Unsweetened. That's non-negotiable. 1 to 2 cups in the morning. Water around 80 degrees Celsius, not boiling. Boiling water degrades the catechins. Steep 2 to 3 minutes. Done. Drink 4. Dandelion root tea. This is the one that gets the most skeptical looks. I get it. It sounds like something your aunt posts about on Facebook. But, and I want to be really direct here, the research on this one is specific. It's human clinical trial data, and it's been good enough to earn a regulatory approval. A pilot clinical trial published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine gave 17 volunteers a dandelion leaf extract and tracked the results in real time. Every single participant showed a statistically significant increase in urination frequency within the first 5 hours of the first dose. The excretion ratio, urine output versus fluid intake, also increased significantly after the second dose. Why does that matter for kidneys? Because higher urine output means your kidneys are actively clearing processed waste from your blood. When output is low, waste sits. When waste sits, it concentrates. When it concentrates long enough, the nephron tissue starts to degrade. Higher urine output is one of the most consistent predictors of better long-term kidney function across the literature. Full stop. And here's the part that actually separates dandelion from prescription diuretics. Most pharmaceutical diuretics flush potassium out of your system, which then has to be replaced because your kidneys need potassium to regulate filtration pressure. Dandelion is naturally rich in potassium. It makes you urinate more and puts back one of the key minerals your kidneys are depending on. That's genuinely a different mechanism. Germany's Commission E, their federal regulatory body for herbal medicines, same level of rigor as a national drug approval process, has formally approved dandelion leaf for stimulating diuresis. That's a government drug authority, signing off. On dandelion, based on pharmacological evidence, not a wellness blog. Animal research has found diuretic activity comparable to furosemide, a heavy-duty prescription diuretic, at high doses. Human trials at those equivalent doses haven't been done yet, so don't take that comparison too far. But the direction of the evidence is consistent across the board. 1 cup in the morning. Steep a tea bag or a teaspoon or 2 of dried root for 5 to 10 minutes. No sugar. Give your body a week to adjust. The diuretic effect is real, and you'll notice it. Critical. If you're on blood thinners, prescription diuretics, lithium, diabetes medication, or certain antibiotics like Cipro, talk to your doctor before touching this. Dandelion affects how fast some medications move through your system, and if you already have a diagnosed kidney condition, don't add this without supervision. Non-negotiable. Here's the full sequence if you want to actually run this. Warm water, 400 to 500 milliliters the moment you wake up. Warm lemon water, about 20 minutes later. Unsweetened green tea, mid-morning. Dandelion root tea, once daily, morning or early afternoon. None of this replaces medical treatment. None of it reverses existing kidney disease. What it does, consistently based on actual published research, is give your kidneys the hydration, the citrate protection, the cellular antioxidant defense, and the urine flow they need to function the way they're supposed to. Check your urine color tomorrow morning. If it's dark, that's not a minor thing. That's your kidneys telling you they've been working dry. Start with the warm water. Start tomorrow.